all, I'm speaking with Harlan Charles, who you all know very well. He's the product manager for Corvette. Harlan, first of all, congratulations on the successful launch of the C7 Corvette, the 2014 Corvette. How does it feel to really now to be able to get into the details and talk to people about it?
You know what? It's very exciting to finally show this car off and really deal with some of the misinformation that might have been out there in one sense. In another sense, it's kind of a relief to really get to show it. And it's really going to help us in our development process so we can strip the camo off and do some more track testing and really fine-tune the car before it gets ready for sale.
Now, I heard one of the things that you said that was really interesting to me. You said that the 2014 Corvette, it's actually 3 cars in one. Could you explain that to us?
Well, actually, it's 5 cars in one with the driver mode selector.
Okay.
And actually, there's a control near the shifter in the console, and you really have 5 different flavors, like a graphic equalizer, to set the car to whatever driving style you want to have. So if you're touring around, going on a trip, long distance, you know, you can put it in tour mode. We have a sport mode for more sporty driving, obviously on the street, and we have a track mode for track use. We even have eco mode for fuel economy maximization, and a weather mode for slippery conditions. And how this works, it really, again, like a graphic equalizer, it's 12 different attributes throughout the car. Things like the steering feel, suspension, like magnetic selective ride control, the transmission shift points, how the throttle progression, even the cluster inside changes, and exhaust note as well. You can change the exhaust note. So for example, if I'm in tour mode, exhaust is quiet, car is very comfortable, softer, you know, easy to drive. On my cluster, I can get things like navigation on the cluster screen, audio art for if I can listen to the iPod, whatever. Sport mode, things tighten up a little bit more firmer suspension, a little bit louder exhaust. We have the classic analog tack, you know, Corvette style gauges that everybody loves. Then you go to the track mode, everything goes to the ultimate setting, you know, louder exhaust, stiffer chassis. And we've taken the C6R graphics from the gauges used there and put them right in the new car. So you have this large digital bar graph tack focused on the higher RPMs with telltales. It has lap timer, G meters, things like that. So you can really tailor the car to how you want. And even the eco mode activates the active fuel management, which a lot of people anticipated we would have. And the car can run in a 4-cylinder mode. And
does the eco mode keep it in the 4-cylinder mode longer? Like, do I really have to press down the accelerator to get it to...
Well, on the with the 7-speed manual transmission, eco mode activates active fuel management. You don't have that in the other modes. We really wanted the driver to control when that comes on or when it's not, so you can have the full V8 modes as you want, or you can activate this, save some fuel, show off the technology, and it'll tell you graphically when it's going. You can see, and actually, a lot of people were wondering why we did 6.2 liter. One of the reasons that enables us is with this active fuel management. You can go to the 4-cylinder mode, becomes a 3.1, and it allows it actually to help the fuel economy because you can stay in that mode longer before you need the extra, you know, power that you need to have.
Now, as someone that would be new to a C7, can they get it? And are all those controls really easy to figure out, or is it? You know, I remember the GTR came out. You had to go through like 3 different or 4 different screens to get the launch controls and all that stuff. How easy is it to do the selection of the different modes?
Yeah, you know, that's an excellent question. The beauty of this driver mode selector in the new Corvette is that it's a simple control, one dial, you just turn it to the mode you want. So we wanted to avoid people having to go through a lot of sub-menus and to figure things out. So anybody that gets right in the car, and you know, a lot of the Corvette testing, we also, you know, magazines, journalists, getting in the car, we wanted to make it really easy for them to put the car, okay, I want to go on the track, I'm doing this, I'm driving on the street, whatever. So it makes it very easy for you to configure what you want the car to do.
Right. Now, the interior is stunning. It will go a long way to prove that this Corvette is built for the world class. But just not in driver performance, but in comfort as well. So let's talk a little bit about the interior. You got some new options?
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the Corvette, you know, we've heard, you know, interior comments before, but I always felt one of the things we needed to do was take the excitement that people get when they look at the car from the exterior and bring that in the interior. And that's really what we tried to do. So the car is very exciting to sit in. And above that, we've talked about some of the displays. You know, they have these two 8-inch HD displays, and also the new seating. We're really proud of the new seats, this magnesium frame seats. We have a GT seat, which is really optimized for most sports car enthusiasts. You can, you know, street driving, it's very comfortable, still has improved lateral support over the outgoing car. But then we have, for the hardcore, we have this competition sports seat. You know, this car can do 1G on the skid pad, so it gives you extra lateral support. It has carbon fiber attributes in the car, and in the seat, I mean, and gives you really more support for high-speed driving. And so we made that available as well. And one of the things I'm going to ask too, in the car, if you see carbon fiber, it's real. If you see aluminum, it's real. You know, everything in the car, you know, is the real materials.
One of the interesting things I saw was there's a little dash plaque in there in front of the shifter, and I understand that there might be some personalization with that.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of excited about this dash plaque, actually. You know, most of the cars, you know, your regular Corvette, it has a nice dash plaque, which is a nice jewelry in the car, kind of a badge, you know, Corvette Stingray. But we have this option, if you personalize your car, order your car special, you can check the box and have it, you know, this built for Keith Garnett in Bowling Green, Kentucky, with your name and the VIN number. You know, it really personalizes your car. We're also going to have that available for museum delivery, so you can get the museum delivery as to be a special plaque for that as well. So we're really trying to, you know, it's another way to personalize your car and make it your own and make it special.
Well, and speaking of personalization, we saw a lot of that come in the latter half of the C6, from caliper colors to stitching to overriding the headlight buckets. Will those trends continue through C7, and what can we expect to see?
Yeah, we really want to, you know, it's something we really learned on the 6th generation is, you know, to change the personality of the car. You know, the two cars we're showing, you know, behind me we got this beautiful torch red car, more aggressive, black wheels, real track focused. And then we're also showing the cyber gray car with the silver wheels, and it's more maybe like a luxury GT car or this, you know, road-based private jet. So people can really customize the car to the orders. We still have the brake caliper colors, you mentioned that. This one has the red, that one has the black. So you can really tailor the car to your own personality and create your own Corvette Stingray statement that you want the car to have.
And I saw that we've got 2 new colors coming, and it was announced. Can you tell us what they are?
Right, we're going to continue, and actually you can go to our you know, Corvette website, Corvette.com, and you scroll to the bottom, you click the 2014, and you can actually, we have the colorizer where you can see the car in different colors. We're going to continue to have 10 colors, got some of your favorites, you know, the torch red and cyber gray we're showing here, but 2 new colors we have, Laguna Blue, which is a bright, bringing a bright blue back, and we have Lime Rock Green, and the first time we've had green on the Corvette in quite a while, since the 5th generation. So excited to bring that back. It's kind of a dark, deep green, and I think a lot of people have been asking for us to bring that back, and they're going to be excited to see it. So we're going to have a lot of their favorites, Corvette colors that we all know, Velocity Yellow, Arctic White, the Torch Red, Crystal Red, and then these new ones. It's a good combination.
And now that we know the names of them, the Laguna Blue and the Lime Rock Green, it looks like we're going back to name our colors after racetracks, which we saw on the Stingrays back in the 60s.
Exactly. You know, racing's a big part of this car. You know, a lot of the features on the exterior of the car that you see, that a lot of people have been asking about, you know, the quarter vents, the hood vents, all that is functional. And from the race car, and it's one less thing the race team has to do to get the car ready for the racetrack, because we built that into the production car. So the thing about Corvette we've done is we've been racing the car, we're bringing that technology, and you're right, even down to the names of the colors. You know, we're really proud of, you know, winning the Manufacturers Championship last year, ALMS, you know, over Ferrari, Porsche, BMW. You know, we go up against the best in the world. Very proud of that, and we want to, you know, continue that legacy going forward.
Just a couple comments about some other elements of the car. I want to talk about the rear, for example. You know, the spy photos had a lot of people like, you know, we're getting away from the heritage of the 2 round headlights, but we know that they've changed over the years. Talk to us a little bit about, you know, your side of the story in terms of those headlights, the tail lights, and you know, what you think customers will think of.
Well, you know, Like I said before, we really wanted to change everything about the Corvette. It's still a Vogue Corvette, so we really wanted a different look. And one of the things we heard from some people who may have rejected Corvette is that, we've had that same look, from the rear view, C3, 4, 5, 6, it's still kind of in that family. So we wanted to keep the basic look, the 4 digits they call it, the 2 basic rounds on each side, but do it in a new way. And doing these tail lamps, it's very three-dimensional, which I think in some of these sketches that people have seen didn't really capture the three-dimensionality of it. It's really taking advantage of the new LED technology. The other thing it does, it helps us integrate the rear with the cooling vents that we have in the rear as well, and fit the shape, fit the more angular shape of the rear of the car. And so, it is a new statement, and I think that it's one that people will say Corvette going forward.
And I think already, because it's now out, they see the actual thing, and there's an embrace behind it. I mean, that's what we think. In terms of customer ordering, when will that go into the system that we would expect, and what's the build schedule?
Our plan to go to production, we say third quarter, late summer. Dealer order guides, things like that, I anticipate around the April-May time frame, typically goes 14 mile a year. But you're going to see more stuff. Keep checking the website. Over time, we're going to keep adding more detail, more option information, and things like that going forward.
Okay. Now, we heard that one of the cars is going out to Scottsdale next week, and Fitzpatrick confirmed that with us. Can you tell us which color is going to be displayed, and do you have any indication on the excitement level that will be out there?
Yeah, this one it will be displayed. And actually, this one's first. It's going to New York, and as you know, January 17th will be the exact 60th anniversary of the 1953 Motorama, and we're going to have a special event there commemorating that with George Kerbeck's EX122, which was that Motorama car. So we're going to reunite that with the 7th generation car for the first time. I think that'll be kind of an exciting thing to do. And then after that, we have the Barrett Jackson coming up. So this car is going to be very well traveled, and we're going to have the Cyber Gray car here at the Detroit Auto Show for the whole show as well. And we got the red one up on the wall. And
yeah, we're trying to figure out, we think the sticky tires are keeping it up there.
Exactly, 1G, right? As long as it keeps moving, it'll stay up there.
And then just a question about the C6. What do you expect the last C6 to end, and what's going to happen to the very last C6? Will it go to the Heritage Center?
Yes, C6 is going to end of February. We got all our orders in. We had a very great year. Over 2,400 427 convertibles. Very excited about that. It's really a special one-year car. The very last car is going to be a Corvette 427 60th anniversary that we're going to keep for the Heritage Center as the ultimate C6.
Right. Well, again, on behalf of Corvette enthusiasts, I want to thank you guys for all your hard work. Very excited for you. Very excited for us. We get to see it now. And just a big thanks again, and we appreciate everything you do.
And thank you for everything you do at CorvetteBlogger.com. You're a great source, and I appreciate all the hard work that you've put into it.
Well, thank you, and have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, Harlan.